Hey everyone, it's Brandy and welcome back to my channel, Brandy Janae's Bookshelf. Since we are about to go into a new month, it is time for another month of Deck of TBR. I'm going to quickly go over prompts and books that I had from last month and then get into, what's going on for TBR this month. Here are the 12 books that I had from my official Deck of TBR for March. So I'm going to put these down and go through what prompts everything was for, and then of course also let you guys know if I finished it or not as I'm going through. First prompt was to read a romance, and for that one I went with You Had Me at Hola by Alexandra, which I did finish. Next was a newly acquired book from my TBR jar, and that was Fire in His Fingertips Volume 2 by Kiwano Tanishi, which I did also finish this one. The third prompt was to buy a book from my wish list and read it, and I picked out Blood Air by Alona Andrews, which I did also finish. The next prompt was another TBR jar pick, and this one was to read a backlist title, and I ended up picking out Scythe book 1 after couple tries but I did also finish this one. Prompt number 5 was to read a YA fantasy, and for this one I went with A River of Royal Blood by Amanda Joy. Now I am actually currently reading this one. I think I'm almost done. Yeah, I am on chapter 25, and honestly, because I am so far through it, I'm going to count it as a complete for the month. Prompt number 6 was to read the highest rated book on my TBR, and I got Sweat and Soap Volume 5 by Kentetsu Yamada, which I did also finish. Prompt number 7 was to read a book of sprayed edges. The one that I went with was Star Daughter by Shveta Thakrar. I have not read this one yet. I haven't picked it up. I thought that I would be able to start this one before the end of the month, but honestly I'm not sure. Filming this video today, I'm gonna give myself an extra punishment or give myself an extra pull for this book because I haven't even started it at this point yet. Number 8 was to pick a novel series out of my TBR jar. The only one I had was Arc of Scythe because of that, and I hadn't read anything yet. Scythe was of course on my TBR for the month. I haven't started this one yet. I don't think I've gotten halfway through yet. No, like I was saying with A River of Royal Blood, by the end of the month I should be, if not finished with that, I should be more than halfway through this one at that point. So I'm not going to take a punishment for this one because I think that I should be good to go by the end of the month, honestly. Prompt number 9 that I had was a free choice, and for that one I went with The Queen's Assassin by Melissa De La Cruz, which I have definitely finished. Prompt 10 was to read a male author, and I picked out Pepper Page Saves the Universe by Landry Q. Walker. Have finished this one. Prompt number 11 was to read the oldest book added to my TBR, and for that one I read A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas, which I have also finished. And then for prompt 12, the final prompt that I had for March's Deck of TBR was to read a book that's been on my TBR for 2 or more years, and for that one I picked out Pride by Ibiza Boy, and I did also finish this one as well. So out of all 12 prompts at this point of filming, I have finished 9 of them. Now that I have finished my super long intro and going over everything, I don't know, do you guys like seeing the prompts repeated, or do you just want me to go over the book, show off what I was supposed to read and then let you guys know what I didn't finish? Because it always seems like it's super long, and I don't know if you guys actually care to see that. But as of right now, we're gonna now move into pulls for the month. So I'm pretty sure that I talked about this last month, but I decided that each month I'm going to do 6 pulls. I think that's a good number to have as a base, especially depending on how much I'm going to be adding or taking away based off of what I read and didn't read in the previous month. So 6 is my base, and then of course I have to add the one for the one book that I have not started yet. So I'm going to do a quick shuffle, and then we're going to get started on picking out prompts and whatnot. So first pull right on top is that a face card already? It is indeed. So I have King of Spades. I will keep track of obviously what the card is so that if I get any doubles I can know. I'm gonna roll again to see what I get. 1. Okay, so 1 is subscription box. I had the same issue with this the last time I tried to do it because I put in a lot of the ones that I don't have. So I'm going to try to go to the bottom to hopefully get one that I have with me at the moment. Alright, so I was able to finally pick out one that I have with me physically at the moment. And the one that got picked is Bone Crier's Moon by Catherine Purdy. And honestly, I haven't really heard much about this. I've seen it around, but here is the first pick for April's Deck of TBR. Next we have that 3 of Spades. All right, and 3 of Spades on the board is Owlcrate. So we're just gonna be doubling up on subscriptions this month. Okay, so I'm kind of stuck. I want to choose between The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. I really wanted to read this last month, but I just didn't get around to it. So I would like to really read this. But I have also been really interested in Lore by Alexandra Bracken. Like, I kind of don't want to put too many super long books on here. So I think that because I'm really interested in The Gilded Ones, I'm going to go with this one. And then maybe, who knows, I might get the Fit Lore in too. But yeah, as of right now, I think I'm just going to go with this one. All right, pick number 3 is 8 of Spades. And 8 of Spades is reading a book with a dark cover. I think for a dark cover, I'm going to go with Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron. Let's see what's next. A 6 of Clubs, a different suit, finally. 6 of Clubs is a 2020 release. I feel like this is a month where I honestly don't know what I want to read. So that is kind of causing problems when it comes to this. As of right now, I think I'm just going to go ahead and put The Boyfriend Project by Farah Rokhan on my list. Mostly because, like I said, I need a bit of a breakup in between all the fantasies that I have on my TBR so far. Alright, so prompt number 5 is 4 of Spades. 4 of Spades is to flip a coin. And I think for this one, I'm going to pick out some mangas because I feel like I have been severely neglecting my mangas. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I know this might sound a little crazy, but it should make sense. I have After the Rain by Jun Mayuzuki. And it says volume 1, but this is an omnibus edition. So there is technically 2 volumes in this edition here. So that is one side of the coin flip. And then for the other side of the coin flip, I'm actually going to go with 2 mangas. And the reason for that, like I just said, the other one has 2 volumes built in. There's just 2 volumes of one story. And I'm going to go with 2 volumes of manga that I actually just picked up. And that is Cutie and the Beast Volume 2 by Yuhi Azumi. And then Skip Beat Volume 45 by Yoshiki Nakamura. I think I'm going to go heads for After the Rain. And then tails for these 2. I'm gonna see if I can do this on camera so you guys can make sure I'm not cheating. Is that on heads? Okay, it is on heads. So for heads, I'm gonna go with After the Rain by Jun Mayuzuki. And honestly, most likely, if I don't get another one, I'll probably end up reading both of these as well. Because, like I said, this should be a pretty short TBR because I haven't had any doubles. Hopefully, I didn't just jinx myself. But, you know, having less books actually picked out for me allows me to be a little bit more flexible with what I actually have time to read. For prompt number 6, we have, is that another, oh wow. Okay, so that's King of Diamonds. So if on my final pull I get another king, I have to add another pull. Okay, we got 6. 6 is my arcs, which includes physical and digital arcs. Next one that I picked out is actually another ebook copy, and this is The Mirror Season. I believe this one is by Anna Marie McLemore. This is perfect because I believe that the book is actually already out at this point, so I can probably find an ebook or an audiobook for that one so that I can get through that and then obviously post a review to NetGalley. Okay, and on to what I believe should be the final pull for April's Deck of TBR. What is that? 10 of Clubs. Okay, and then 10 of Clubs on the board was Random Letter Generator, and I think I was just going to do that, you know, do a random letter and then pick a book that starts with that letter. We'll see how this goes because I have not tested this out yet, so I don't know how well it's going to work. Okay, this is not really working out like I was hoping that it would, and honestly I don't have a whole lot of time to sit and try to really figure out what I can read for like just scrolling through letters until I can find something that is sticking out to me at the moment. So I'm just going to pick another one for now, and I think I'm just going to save that prompt for a little later on when I have more of a selection that I can go through to choose stuff from. I think I'm just going to just pull another card for that one because I pulled out Random Number Generator, but I don't have all of my books on there again because I'm not prepared. And then what is hopefully my last pull for this month's Deck of TBR is 4 of Diamonds, which I think that's the first diamonds that we got in this round. And 4 of Diamonds is Free Choice. And then I think for my free choice, I'm gonna just go with Skip Beat Volume 45 by Yoshiki Nakamura. I know that this is going to be a super easy read and probably a pretty quick one as well, so I'm just gonna add this on. I think that will be like an easy cap off to this month's TBR. As of right now, that is everything that I have on my April TBR. I know for sure that I do have other books that I need to read, but I have not written down everything yet, and because it's not quite the end of the month yet, I'm not going to do that right now. Here is pretty much everything, I think, except for one book because it is a digital copy. Let me know down in the comments what are some of the books that you're planning on reading throughout April. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more from me, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you again in the next one. Bye.